Okay, so I don't know where to start this video, but I thought I'd just do kind of a little bit of a shop update video, and a little bit of update of what's been going on, which hasn't been very much. First thing is, we got some shelving built up top there, as you can see. Nothing too fancy, just so we could get some of the junk off the ground here. Just bought myself a new toy. It's a Remington 870 tactical, just nothing too fancy. Can you get a close-up of it here? That's just covering the serial number. I had to put all the extensions in here to fit me proper. It has different cheek risers that come with it, so I put the biggest one. Seems to fit best. It's a Bushnell 1-power scope. Red dot, I would actually more or less call it. So I was going to go take this for a test drive, I was going to go for a drive and, you know, fire it and play around with it today, but one of my buddies ended up bitching out, so I never ended up going. So I picked this up. The scope, that's what's on it right there, so it's nothing too fancy. So it is made for handguns, shotguns, stuff like that. So it's, you know, it will handle this without blowing up, I'm hoping. It does have shitty lens cover caps, but they don't stay on worth a shit, so that's kind of useless. I bought myself a t-shirt, you know, new work clothing, and some other stuff here. I'm going to actually be using this in rifle season for deer hunting. So of course I can't use it in muzzleloader because we don't really have a muzzleloader shotgun anywhere close by, so I'll be using it in rifle season. So of course I do have my 7mm Thompson Center Encore Endeavor Pro Hunter, you can say. So, but I want to try this something a little bit different, and also I'll be letting my buddies use this. Picked up 3 boxes of 3-inch slugs and 3 boxes of 2 3/4-inch slugs. Some paracord, new knife, just something I could keep in the front of the quad, so it's something pretty decent. So it's nothing too fancy, but it's about $100, so it's a pretty decent knife. I got a couple knives that have no handles on them, so I want to wrap the handles with this. Nothing really too fancy. Picked up a new stream light. 600 looms, so it's a very bright light. Takes the 123 batteries. It's the ProTac HL. Got it in here. Came with this case, which has a pretty good Velcro, so I'm going to have to use 2 hands here. So it's a pretty decent light. Very bright. I'm not sure if that's even, probably not going to show up the best on the camera, but that's about $110 or so I paid for that. A $7.99 you know, headlight, some spare lithium batteries for this light. This Energizer light here just takes AA batteries, 37 looms. This was $15. This one here I think was 110 looms, yeah, and this one was $24. It has lithium batteries also, but just AA's. So again, nothing too fancy. I bought a new parts washer, which is sitting in there, but I can't assemble it until I clean out all this. It's made, well, it's from Princess Auto, but that's pretty much what it's going to look like. It's just generic, doesn't really have a brand name or anything like that. Yeah, just dropped the paracord, but who cares? Anyway, just some new stuff I picked up. So I'll be moving a lot of this old junk up onto that shelf. Anyone that needs a parts washer, super cheap. I don't need it no more, seeing I got this big one. As you can tell, I got my GoPro streaming to my TV, wireless streaming, so I got a computer behind there. So move my crack box here. So just give me a second. It has a solid state, don't worry. So have a, well, you can kind of see what's in there. It has a AMD A6 5800, runs at a 3.4 gigahertz, 8 gigs of RAM. This is the model of the board that's in it, so it's nothing too fancy. So I'm just streaming it through VLC Media Player. wireless antenna, which used to be here, which somehow ended up on the hook in that corner there. So that's, you can see it's delayed by about 5 seconds, but at least I can kind of see what I'm doing. It's only streaming at like 3, maybe at, it's higher than 240. I don't know if it's lower than 480. I'm not sure the exact resolution that's streaming at. But I got it recording in 1080. Again, that's the scope. I already got that in the video. Oh, and I also picked up a case. 24 bucks for this case. Got it from Cabela's. I don't even know if it'll fit this gun yet. I picked one of the shortest, stubbiest ones I could find. And look at that. It'll be a perfect fit by the looks of it. It'll just fit in there nicely. And as for the TRX 400, headlights shorted out on the last trip. So I got to go through that, figure out what's up with them. Of course, they were filled right up to here with water, so there's a pretty good hole in there. So of course I gave it a quick wash. So never did anything yet with the tractor. It's just sitting the same way as I left it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say there. Basically with that, by the time we got back to the cabin, he had the headlights on the entire time. They were getting dimmer, dimmer, and dimmer, and it was starting not to keep up. And then when he shut it off, the battery was just a little too dead to start it. So I'll have to disable the headlights on it. Not too big of a deal. I got LED lights I'll wire up instead. And look at that, a picture inside a picture inside a picture. That is actually kind of cool. Look at that. If I get closer, you'll even see it again in the TV again. Now that's a little bit trippy. So anyway, other than that, nothing really exciting happening. Garage is still a mess. Garbage pick find of the month right here. And I just accidentally turned it on by touching it. So our Nordic track has a music like speakers. It has a fan up here to keep you cool. It has monitors for your hand. I think the resistance wasn't working proper. My dad found it in the trash. So free giveaway week kind of thing. So that looks like one hell of a fat ass seat, man. Holy, I want that on my bike. Sure beats that one. Anyway, yeah, I bet you that machine was probably worth like $500-600 bucks brand new. It's hard to say, but the cup holder's broken on it, but who cares about that? We're going to try to fix it. Probably end up just flipping it, selling it. The TS350 saw, cut-off saw, still sitting here. I'm going to be ordering parts for it in about a week or so. I just haven't really had time to actually look up too much for the parts for it. So I'll be doing that pretty soon. And other than that, the garage is a mess. Everything here, we're going to be moving up to the top over there. And yeah, last week I went and started setting up hunting camp. I just seen the freaking, oh, it's just a fly. Got a bee going on there. Started setting up the hunting camp, so I got to go finish cleaning up. We got some stuff to move out there. So I might make some videos of setting that up, hard to say. But anyway, for now, I am pretty much, don't really know what else to really say. So I don't really have anything else going on. So probably won't have any videos now until next week because nothing's really going on. Hunting season's coming up super quick. I got to patch one more hole on the motorhome roof. Sure, you guys know which motorhome I'm talking about. That ugly thing right there. So I've got to patch one more hole in the roof. One of the vents is still leaking. The other two we already did. We got to change the alternator belts, change the oil, because we never even changed the oil since we got it. So anyway, this is probably a very boring video for a bunch of people so far, but I just thought I'd do a little bit of an update, because I had some buddies asking, you know, what's up with my YouTube channel, why don't I have more videos. I got some other gun-related things on my other YouTube channel, but I'm not going to link those two channels together. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. And if anyone cares, I might make a shooting video with this gun. So I got a bunch of slugs. I got to set the scope on it. It also has ghost ring style iron sights on it. That choke tube could be removed. I could put in just a plain one. Yep. Anyway, that's the end of this. Sweet. Oh, and I guess I could show if anyone cares about the model number of this gun. Just give me a second here. I want to block the serial number. So, yeah, and I never blocked the serial number very well, but maybe someone won't notice that. Doesn't really matter very well, or very much. So it's doesn't really say much, but I got it at Cabela's. The entire price of this gun, including the scope, is close to $1,300. So it's not too bad. So a lot of people might think that's nuts for an 870, but I had quite a few of them before, and it's been about 4 years since I had my last slug gun, and it was also a Remington 870, so I kind of miss it, so I had to pick up another one. Anyway, that's the end of this video, and I'm sure by now, after 10 minutes long, a lot of people probably already shut off this video because, yeah, it's getting a little bit boring, I'm sure of it. Anyway, hopefully by next Saturday, Sunday, I'll get up a video that's decent. Sweet.